Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy.
And I'm Lucas.
And welcome back to Patched, and today we're going to be reviewing the Endgame Gear XM1r. Yes, so this mouse is going for 50 pounds or around $70 US. So if you guys do want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. This is their new iteration, kind of like their lighter version of the original XM1, which was one of our favorite mice. That's actually on my desk right now. I absolutely love that mouse. So I was very excited to get this in, and we're very excited to share our thoughts with you guys. If you guys want to follow us on Twitch, here is our Twitch channel. But let's get it started off with the shape, and the shape is super nice for fingertip grip or claw grip. If you use any of those grips, you should be fine no matter what hand size you have. The arch is a little bit more towards the back of the mouse, and then here at the front of the mouse, it's super duper thin and very, very low to the desk, kind of forcing you to use the grip. It's kind of hard. I mean, palm grip is okay. It's not the most comfortable, I would say, but you can definitely like kind of use it, especially if you're just kind of like browsing the web. But if you're using this mouse for fingertip grip, you should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, they mentioned on their website that it's good for a palm grip, for a claw grip, and for a fingertip grip. Although in the past we've noted that it seems best for a claw grip, just based on the style of the mouse and how it's made. It's a little thicker in the back, which helps your thumb and your pinky sort of hold on to it a little bit better. But yeah, that's the shape. I mean, it's really gonna be the same as the original XM1. Not really much of a difference there.
Yeah, it's very, very similar shape to the MM711 if you've ever used that. So yeah, it's a great overall shape.
So as far as the clicks on there go for the switches, we've got the Kale 8.0 switches, and they're rated for 80 million clicks. They feel great, as always. As always.
Dude,
I mean,
Endgame Gear, you do your switches incredibly well. I don't know what it is. I mean, their switches, they have the best clicks out of any mouse. Every single mouse that they release, it's such a satisfying hard click. It just feels so nice. It's just like, oh, I want to keep clicking. You know what I'm saying? Like most mice that I use, it's just like, oh, that feels pretty nice, But then when I use the XM1, it's like, ooh, like I want to keep clicking this mouse.
Yeah, so it's a click that where like if you've never used Kale switches before, you're gonna know it when you feel it. Like exactly. You'll notice the difference immediately. Like these clicks feel amazing on here, as they do on the original XM1 and the XM1 RGB as well. And it's a phenomenal click. So no complaints there. Well done to Endgame on that one.
As far as the side buttons go, the side buttons are pretty damn nice. I would say it feels, or there's a lot of post travel, but that's pretty normal for side buttons. And it is pretty low to the desk. So I mean, if you have a thick thumb, your thumb is probably going to be covering the side buttons a little bit while you play, but that's okay. It's something that you get used to. And then moving on to the scroll wheel has very nice, well-defined steps. But one thing that I found that was kind of uncomfortable is that the scroll wheel is very, very close to the tip of the mouse. So like, I can't really scroll up very comfortably. I could scroll down. There's really no problem there. But like, I guess I have like shorter fingers or something. But it's not very comfortable. I wish the scroll wheel is a little bit more towards the center of the mouse, but that's kind of like a nitpicky kind of like, it's not a huge deal, But as far as the clicks and the buttons go, they're super nice.
Yeah, and then as for the skates on there, of course, we got pure PTFE skates, and we've actually got 5 on there. So we've got 2 top, 2 on the bottom, and then 1 around the sensor here. And then we also, you can see the divots in there allow for larger skates in there. And these larger skates actually came in the box, so if you want to cover more surface area with it, or just replace the skates when these guys wear down, you can do that with the ones that are in the box. So props to them for sending that alongside the mouse.
And the skates are actually quite thick. If you look at the XM1 RGB, they're actually thinner than this. So props to Endgame Gear for making the skates thicker on the XM1R.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got nice rounded edges on them as well, which provides for a really smooth glide. So no complaints on the skates there. As far as the sensor goes, we are using a PAW3370 sensor, and it feels very smooth, very responsive. No complaints. We don't tend to complain about sensors a whole lot on here.
As far as the cord goes, we have a paracord, and it feels very nice. It's actually, like, you don't feel it at all. Some paracords you feel like it's a little bit stiff sometimes, but they're still nice. But then this one is actually really nice. It reminds me of like the Ascendant cord from Glorious on the Model O. So no complaints there with the cord. And as far as the build quality goes, the build quality is amazing. There's no creaking, there's nothing rattling inside the mouse, and it just feels really, really well built. But I don't like the finish on here. Like, so it looks cool, right? It's a very reflective finish. So it was really hard filming it because you can literally see us filming with the camera.
Yeah,
it's
just
like
sitting there.
Exactly. So that's kind of annoying to film, but it looks awesome. But because I think maybe it's because of this black color, but that it's a fingerprint magnet. There's a whole lot of oil and dirt and stuff on this mouse, so you constantly have to clean it. So don't get this like reflective color. There's other finishes available, and I would suggest those over this one.
Yeah, so as for the colors they have available, they have black, they have white, they have dark frost, which is like it's like a matte version of this. Then they have dark reflex, which is the version that we have here, which is also the version that I specifically requested from Endgame, just because I thought it was the newest and most easily visible as the new XM1r. So you look at this guy, you kind of know it's the new version because this color just was not available in the XM1.
Exactly, and it kind of reminds you of like the old school Game Boys.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh yeah, where you can see it through. Yeah,
so that's really cool. And you can also see the Endgame Gear logo here. It's very, very subtle, but I also like how it's subtle, you know what I'm saying? There is no RGB on this mouse though. Very, very sad.
They have teased an RGB iteration of this one already on their Twitter page, so who knows, maybe we'll have something like that coming soon.
Maybe, but I don't need RGB. This guy needs RGB, so
I do. I don't hit headshots without it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Endgame Gear is advertising this mouse weighing in at 70 grams, and we're about to test that right now. What do you think? Did they lie to us?
69.
71 grams. They lied to us. We
So
want our money back. 1 gram, guys? Are you? No, it doesn't matter. It's a super light mouse. It's actually significantly lighter than my XM1 RGB, and I love using that mouse. So it's weird because it's the same exact shape. The clicks are pretty, very, very similar as well. It's very nice clicks, but then it's like a lot lighter than the mouse that I daily drive. So it's like, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know. But it's very, very easy to get used to, and it feels great if you like light mice. Yeah,
I mean, it feels great in the hand. The shape for me, the only thing I had an issue with, and shockingly with larger hands, was vertical aiming. So if someone was jumping and I was trying to aim up or down at them to follow them, vertical tracking seemed to be my main issue. Horizontally, it feels phenomenal, but just vertical, for whatever reason, I could not get it down. I could not get used to it. So I did have to end up changing back to my G Pro Wireless X Superlight towards the end of this, once we finished testing it. So it's just something to note. If you're a larger handed user like me, you might have issues with vertical movement on there.
As far as the software goes, there is no software yet available for the XM1R, which kind of sucks because I use 1000 DPI, and this is set at 800, right? So there is a DPI button here on the bottom of the mouse, and it is color coded, and also you can change the polling rate. But yeah, that was kind of annoying. So I was playing at 800 DPI, and I had to kind of like adjust my muscle memory a little bit. But of course, they will release the software soon, so I guess we'll need to wait on that. But as far as the overall mouse goes, you know, wrapping things up, this is a phenomenal mouse. If you tried the XM1 and then the XM1 RGB and you want a lighter version of it, this is a great option. This is literally my favorite shape. I absolutely love this shape. I also really like the Viper or the Viper Ultimate shape. Those two are like my favorite shapes right now. And like I said, specifically if you fingertip or claw grip, this is a great option.
Yeah, so the XM1R coming in at 50 pounds or roughly $70 US at the time of making this video. Honestly, it's a good pick for there. I don't know that it would be my first pick, but it's got a lot of great things going for it. I think if they need to make a new iteration, maybe an XM2 with a different shape or something like that. I'd love to try some new gear from them because they do such a great job with just about everything else on the mouse. It's just this specific shape isn't for me, but it may be for you guys.
Yes, so anyways, if you guys do want to get it, again, we'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.